Hi everybody, Mike Costa with the Big Biz Show, and welcome to another Business Focus. And we are so pumped to have with us in studio for the very first time Morgan Lekstrom, the co-founder, executive chairman of Streamex Corporation. Their ticker symbol is STEX. He splits time between Vancouver, Canada, and beautiful Palm Springs. Found enough time for us to come in studio today. Thanks for the time, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
It is awesome. You're in this gold world, and I think for a lot of us who sit back and think to ourselves, you know, we should be investing in gold. We're looking at the price of gold. We're seeing what gold is doing and stuff. But it can be very, very intimidating. It's like for some people that walk into a butcher shop and like, well, how do I ask for a steak or you know, a cut of meat? So if you can, Morgan, take us back to square one. Where did Streamex Corporation come from?
You know, it comes from an idea of people that are in the mining space and in the blockchain space going, man, there's got to be a better way to do this. There has to be a more transparent way for people to trade commodities and earn yield on it.
Yeah.
And the fact is, there is a better way. It's not scary. And we're trying to make it not scary for people. And we're trying to make it more transparent. And when we started the company, everyone thought we were nuts. They're like, real world assets aren't a thing. You know, blockchain is this new thing. It's not quite going there. And when we went public, everyone's like, it's blockchain, it's real world assets, and it's commodities. And what most of the market doesn't know about gold in general is that it trades $230 billion a day. Like, that's almost as much as the S&P 500. And if you ask a normal person, like just a normal investor,
yeah,
they would be dumbfounded. They'd be like, what? That trades that much? I'm like, yeah, it's a $20 trillion market. Like,
unbelievable.
It's so large. And that's just one commodity. I mean, the whole commodity market is something like $300 trillion.
So as far as gold is concerned, and I know you talking about it on the Big Biz Show when you've been with us before, you know, I think a lot of people who are just like, okay, I want to get into the gold market. So do I call somebody and say, hey, I want to buy X amount or X amount of ounces of gold or quarter ounce or something like that? It's nice, it's tangible, you've got it in your hands. But there are these things called holding fees. And you have talked in the past about, you know, I own gold, but I'm looking at this negative balance in my account. What's this holding fee thing?
Yeah, I mean, like it's a storage fee. It's something in the real world, right? Like you want to put your motorcycle or your winter gear away in a storage unit, you got to pay for it.
Right.
Same thing with gold, right? And that's what we've been able to arb out. We've been able to say, oh, hold on. We can put that gold to use. It's fully insured. It's fully backed. It is still your gold.
Yeah.
But we're going to pay you to hold it. I.e., you one-to-one back with gold. You can get your gold back if you want it. I don't know why you would, because you're going to earn about 3.5% right now.
Is that the backbone of the GLDY platform with you guys?
So Streamex is the back-end technology. We are the provider. We're the issuer of the product.
Right.
GLDY is a separate entity, separate product from us in that sense, but we manage it, we run it, we built it.
How tough was it to build it? You mentioned you first came out with the idea. People are going, what? What? Probably, you know, what are we scared of most oftentimes in life? Stuff we don't understand or we can't grasp, and then the light bulb goes on. And like, oh yeah, it wasn't so scary as before. What was that like?
You know, the scariest part about, I think, doing any new product and any new financial instrument is you're going to get a lot of pushback, and you have to have really thick skin, right? And we had so many people that are like, oh, that's a nice idea. Oh, that's pie in the sky. And I'm talking like mentors and friends and people that are very wealthy in the industries, and they're just like, yeah, I mean, blockchain and like, oh yeah, crypto, and I guess like, you know, commodities, there's only certain people that like it. I'm like,
sure.
Yeah, but you're coming into a world where people want everything all the time, which means they want to understand where stuff comes from. They also want to hold the underlying that people are making money off. All these traders make so much money off of gold and silver and copper trading and grain trading that the average person doesn't need to be overly sophisticated anymore to do it. And that's the avenue we're providing them. When we first started, I know that Henry and I, man, the pushback we got, the anger, people being like, why are you spending time on that? That's just crazy. I look at, you know, Joe and them when they were doing Airbnb. They're like, dude, you're not going to rent people's houses out. That's crazy. Who's going to want to do that? And it took them years.
Yep.
And then it clicked. And it clicked huge. They created an entire new market what we've done with GLDY, we've created a new financial product and a new marketplace. It takes time, but when it hits, it's a J curve.
Morgan Lekstrom is the co-founder, executive chairman of Streamex Corporation. Their ticker symbol is STEX. You know, when you have success like you've had, and I know we know you well enough now. You're not a rest on your laurels type guy. You're going to keep working. You're going to keep grinding and stuff. But are others out there taking notice of what Streamex is doing, the GLDY platform as well, and thinking, well, hey, how come we're not doing that? I mean, did you beat a lot of people to the punch?
Yeah, we've got a pretty good moat around us.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I mean, our partner is Monetary Metals in creating that leasing for the commodities. I mean, we're the sole person that can do this with them.
Yep.
That partnership's in place. And understanding the commodity market, understanding that side of the world. I mean, when you look at how the product expands after this, what's the next step? It's not just gold, it's silver, it's copper, it's oil and gas, royalties and streams, huge market. That moat and that technology that we have, sure, anyone can develop a technology. I can pay a bunch of guys in the Philippines or India to build it up, but it's not going to be what we have.
You mentioned the word commodities, and we touched upon this on the Big Biz show, but I want to bring it back. And you were talking about cutting out the noise, staying on point, the focus on what you guys do best for now.
Yep.
But how big is that landscape? You say commodities, and I immediately start thinking from the movie Trading Places, frozen concentrate, orange juice, that type of thing. So there's a lot of them out there.
You're not wrong. I mean, you got to look at the ones that will have the biggest impact in first.
Okay.
And the ones that people understand the easiest first. You can do this with like oil and gas. If you're using that in a manufacturing facility, you're buying the oil, you're storing the barrels, maybe you buy it at 80 and it goes to 50 and you're like, oh, I just took a production hit. Or you buy it at 80 and it goes to 200, which we hope does not happen because that's bad.
Yeah.
But then your line of credit only allows you to buy half what you were before. We're solving that intermediary process. You don't need to borrow money to do it. You buy in oil, you pay it back in oil. That's the plan. That's what we did with gold. You lease it from us in gold, you pay it back in gold, you pay your interest in gold.
Sure.
That way, you're never a capital balance sheet anymore, you're an operating balance sheet.
How much do you pay attention to what and where people are mining these days? Is that like one of the red lights that's blinking in your office? Do you pay a large amount of attention to the physical mining process where it's happening?
Well, that's my background, right?
Yeah.
I was involved in building mines all over the planet, and I started a gold mining company called Next Gold, and that's about to start building a mine in Nova Scotia here in the next, 6-7 months. Like, they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
I always pay attention to the commodity market in the cyclical nature of it. It really is a different dynamic than it was 20 years ago, even 10 years ago. The rapid expansion of AI, the rapid expansion of just the human population, commodities are starting to become a critical focus for that development. If you don't have the ability to expand with it,
Yep.
you're never going to do it, and you'll have a big problem in society.
The company is Streamex Corporation. Morgan Lekstrom, co-founder and executive chairman. STEX is their ticker symbol. Also, the Streamex GLDY platform, GLDY platform as well. Thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
All right, that's it for another Business Focus. We'll see you next time.